Today I'm going to give you a complete locals guide to living in Easton, Maryland. We are going to cover the top things to do, my favorite parks, the top rated schools, and go over some helpful stats about the area. Don't forget to check out the full article I wrote to go along with this video on LivingInMaryland.com, the #1 resource for finding the perfect Maryland city that meets your unique needs. All right, so Easton is one of those towns that just feels like home the minute you get there. It's got charm, it's got history, it's got cute little shops, and it's got a super relaxed vibe that makes you want to slow down and enjoy the day. Easton is the biggest town in Talbot County, and it's kind of the heart of Maryland's Eastern Shore, but don't let the word big fool you. This place still keeps that small town feeling, and it's full of tree-lined streets, brick sidewalks, and some of the friendliest people you'll ever meet. Okay, let's start with things to do in Easton, because trust me, this town is never boring. Even though it's laid back, it's got a lot going on. First up is the Avalon Theater. This place is a total gem. It's been around since the 1920s, and they've kept the original look, but added new tech, so the sound and lights are awesome. They've got live music shows, comedy, plays, even kids' performances, and there's something going on almost every weekend. Then we've got the Academy Art Museum right downtown, and it's got rotating exhibits, hands-on workshops, and classes for all ages. If you're into painting, photography, or sculpture, this is your spot. Now, Easton has some pretty amazing festivals too. The biggest one is the Waterfowl Festival. Every November, people come from all over the state to check it out. It's all about wildlife, art, outdoor gear, and yep, real live birds. It takes over the whole town, and it's a blast. Even if you're not a bird expert, it's just a good time with food, music, and art everywhere. All right, now let's talk parks, because Easton's got a few good ones. My go-to is Idlewild Park. It's right in town, and it's got walking trails, playgrounds, tennis courts, and even a skate park. Plus, there's a big open field where you can toss a frisbee or just lay out on a blanket and enjoy the sunshine. If you want something quieter, you can head over to Glebe Park or head out to the Tread Avon River, where you can launch a kayak or paddleboard and get out on the water early mornings on the river here are next level peaceful. All right, now schools are a big deal for a lot of folks, and Easton has some solid ones. Easton Elementary and Easton High School are part of Talbot County Public Schools, and both have pretty good reputations. The high school offers college prep classes, sports, and some cool music and tech programs. And for private schools, you've got the Country School, which is a smaller independent school right in town. And a lot of people really like it for the small class sizes and focus on creativity. So what about cost of living? Well, Easton is actually pretty reasonable for Maryland. The average home price here is around $470,000, but you can still find homes in the low 300 range, especially if you're okay being a few minutes outside of downtown. On the flip side, if you want something historic with a porch and a picket fence right in the center of town, you might be looking at 500 or more. Renting is definitely an option too, with the average rent coming in around 1,500, and you can find everything from little cottages to newer townhomes depending on your budget. Now let's talk food, because Easton is low-key a food town. First off, you've got Out of the Fire, which is this awesome spot with wood-fired everything and super fresh ingredients. Their menu changes all the time and it never misses. Then there's Scasa, which is upscale Italian and perfect for date night or a fancy weekend meal. And for casual eats, check out Rise Up Coffee. That's a local favorite. They roast their own beans, and their cold brews next level. Plus, they've got fresh breakfast sandwiches and baked goods that hit the spot every time. And if you're a seafood fan, you're in luck. Easton's close to the bay, so you can find crab cakes, oysters, rockfish, and all the good stuff at places like Hunter's Tavern or the Wardroom. So let's hit a few fun facts about Easton. Did you know it's one of the oldest towns on the Eastern Shore? Dating back to the 1700s, there are tons of historic buildings still standing, and you can take self-guided walking tours to learn all about it. It's also been ranked one of the best small towns in America by multiple travel magazines. And once you visit, it's easy to see why. Okay, now who's going to love living in Easton? Well, first off, if you're looking for that balance between small town life and still having good restaurants, shops, and things to do, Easton checks that box. If you're someone who likes being close to nature but also wants some culture and community events, Easton's got that too. And if you're working remote and want a peaceful town with good internet and coffee shops to hang out in, Easton totally fits the bill. Plus, you're only about an hour and a half from DC and Baltimore, so weekend trips or occasional commutes are totally doable, and you're about 45 minutes from the beach in case you want to dip your toes in the ocean now and then. All right, so let me paint the picture for you. Imagine walking through downtown on a sunny Saturday morning. There's live music playing in the square, people shopping for fresh produce at the farmer's market, dogs on leashes, kids on scooters, and the smell of fresh coffee in the air. That's the Easton vibe, and it's kind of perfect. So if you're thinking about moving to Easton and you want somewhere that feels like home from day one, this just might be the spot for you. Don't forget to check out the full article I wrote for this area with additional links and resources on LivingInMaryland.com, along with articles for hundreds of other Maryland cities. Our mission is to help you find the best city in Maryland that meets your unique needs. If you would like to have a conversation with one of our local real estate experts, just fill out the contact form below to get started.